FAHUM 2019, Fuerzas Aliadas Humanitarias, is a Commander U.S. Southcom sponsored U.S. Army South conducted regionally oriented foreign humanitarian assistance disaster relief exercise. It is designed to build partner nation capacity for civil and military response to major disasters and to improve and strengthen regional civil-military collaboration. U.S. Army South has been collaborating with disaster management agencies and regional military forces in enhancing military and civil operation and coordination for roughly 20 years. Yes, roughly 20 years. 10 nations are scheduled to participate in FAHUM 2019. These exercises are instrumental in strengthening professional relationship and collaboration between military forces and civilian agencies. It really enhances partnership, and it is the way of life. And by the way, Juntos Podemos. Together we can, Juntos Podemos. The participating countries include the Dominican Republic, United States of America, USA, Chile, Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, Panama, and Peru. Local agencies that help us was the Emergency Operations Center, the Ministry of Defense, Dominican Civil Defense, Dominican National Police, and the Armed Forces. International agencies include the National Disaster Prevention in Central America, U.S. Agency for International Development, the Office of Foreign Disaster Assistance, Humanitarian Rescue Unit, Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, El Salvador Civil Defense Agency, SINAPROC, COPECO, Caritas, and IFRC. U.S. shares a common interest in the stabilization and the secure nations here in Latin America region, but also the cooperation, the solidarity that we have with them is not about the shared common interest, but also about the necessity of working together and learning from each other. We are all subject matter experts, and culturally and regionally, we're learning from each other so we can do better in humanitarian assistance. It's all about cooperation and planning, and having the plan, pre-planning, it was, I think, very important. The planners for this exercise took about 6 to 9 months of planning events. And I will tell you that the Dominican Republic did a great job. Not only the factor that they constructed really good buildings and really good activities that can showcase each event. For example, it was an earthquake. You actually could look at the location and think there was an earthquake. When we see that the planners have taken the time to understand the culture, the language, the way they do things, and then show them our way, and then maximize that with subject matter experts in terms of lessons learned from the region, we can create scenarios that really impacting. The scenario that I went and saw, that was a devastation of a really seismic earthquake. And you can see buildings all fall back into the floor. You will see also human beings that were actually buried on the scumbers of all these buildings. And they actually were things under. There were bodies that they will need to find with dogs, and those bodies will be rubber, for example, mannequins that they have placed, or real human beings. And you ask me, how did they do that? They actually created a tunnel through all the scumbers and all the building locations, and in that tunnel there was a human being alive, so the dogs could smell it and they could actually rescue. There were also vehicles that were damaged by the debris, and we saw actually not only men and women from the Dominican Republic, but also organizations coming to aid, and how they were able to conduct humanitarian reasons. So when we see this exercise, supporting the exercise, demonstrate that U.S. government is here and committed to the Dominican Republic and to the region. We see that also these exercises strengthen the hemispheric cooperation and also the collaboration between humanitarian assistance and humanitarian aid that is needed in the event that any natural disaster will come to the region, and we're here to support. is all about collaboration. So this not only provides a subject matter expert, but also brings the capacity higher level, confidence building, and also the factor that we are working together to learn from each other. And we got to applaud the role that the Dominican Republic have done in this event, because they have done an outstanding job, not only about the factor of being inspired by exercises and training themselves for that, but preparing for events like that. And the entire government and the entire community and the entire schools are part of this event. So beautiful. The only limits are those of vision. We need to have the vision to look at the Americas and understand the meaning of cooperation, collaboration, solidarity. Is all about being one and the power of one. The idea that we have in Army South of Juntos Podemos, together we can, show us that we inspire each other. And inspiration of each other means that we all lead together. And leading together means that we must work together in partnership by broadening our perspective, learning from each other, and putting the lessons learned for every activity that we do. And in this way, not only that Juntos Podemos, but also the only limits are those of vision, meaning that our vision will always prevail because we are here for peace and for the development of great nations in the Americas. Go Army South.